and Feelings. No. It's now live. Hi, I'm River Williamson, and I am running Rockerboys and Vending Machines, the cyberpunk adaptation of Lasers and Feelings, written by Phil Vecchion, original system by John Harper. We will be using the X card of my beautiful friends down there. Just give me a thumbs up if you understand the X card. If not, we will go into a brief description of it. All right, so the X card, since I got 2 blank looks, is if something is going wrong, if something is making you uncomfortable in a bad way, you can say X card, or you can do this, or something like that, and we will stop what we're doing. We will back up to before that thing happened, and we will go a different route. We got very close to this in the game Survival of the Femist when there was a dog hidden amongst the monsters, and we almost committed violence against a poor stray dog. And we were like, okay, let's take a step back from that one. And there's nothing wrong with this. We're not going to ask questions like, somebody mentioned this thing, and why are you being weird about this? No, we're not going to do that. We will say, all right, we'll rewind, and we will go a different path. So let us introduce our players, starting with Adam.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Adam. I was in yesterday's well-fated Survival of the Femist, and I hit the dog with the stick, so it ran away. Right now, I'm going to be playing as Elijah Cecily, Street Samurai, Shaman, and non-robot. And eating lunch, so if you want to watch that when we do it next 10 minutes.
Ellie.
Hello, I'm Ellen, and I'm playing a 2000 circa CD player sound system called Eject. Eject has quite large metallic legs bolted onto the side, but also an AI chip. So it's quite a clever little contraption.
Excellent. And our third player?
Hi, I'm Pavel, and I'm playing Kit, the automated vending machine who was pushed out of the market by the newer models, and he's now free to wander the world, break into cool places, and sell his vending products to whoever he finds on the street, except when he malfunctions and starts playing ads and acts like a TV, acts a mobile TV. But let's see when it will happen. Other than that, he's also a drone pilot. He has a drone attached to his back, so we will see it in action.
All right. So the game starts with your leader, or your the guy who normally manages things being out of commission. Darcy seems to have come down with some sort of technovirus that has caused his implants to seize up, and he's being fixed right now. But the call still came in from your contact. We will be using the term that they use in Shadowrun, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson has a job for you, and it is to extract a valuable scientist from a Vegas arcology, the Vegas arcology that is run by a rogue AI. Now, what rogue means in this case, who knows? But that AI will be extremely hostile to you. And that is your mission. There is also, spoiler alert, there's also a twist, because nothing in Cyberpunk ever goes as planned. but that twist is known by me. It is written down on a nice little sheet of paper here next to my monitor, and when the time comes for the twist, I will reveal it, and things will go horribly wrong. Sound good?
Yes.
So, if everybody's ready, we will begin. I will begin inside the Vegas Arcology. It is assumed that you all already have what you need to get your mission accomplished, or if there's something truly outlandish that you wouldn't think to do, then, well, you just don't have it. It's a game of scarcity. Cyberpunk is. So we will, if everyone could unmute themselves, and we can begin the play. The Vegas Arcology is a giant dome over the Vegas Strip. Well, it's more like a giant sausage, really, a translucent sausage that is keeping the moist air in and the dry air out. There are a number of casinos and the usual sorts of things going on here, but because the entire environment is very carefully climate controlled, very expensive, they have also managed to attract some very good research labs. The Carnegie Mellon has a lab here, Hopkins has a lab here, like a lot of big names. And you all have to extract a scientist from the Carnegie Mellon lab. This scientist, unsurprisingly, is an AI researcher who wants to get out from underneath their creation.
There is never a shortage of AIs in Cyberpunk game.
No. So yes, the Carnegie Mellon is lab is underneath a the giant neon cowboy in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
It's underneath that building, and it has since been repurposed into a bunch of different labs and research spaces. But they kept the giant neon cowboy due to historical landmark preservation regulations. You know how it is.
It's probably some sort of religious icon even now.
Yeah, that's very likely. We can start.
How long have people been worshiping money?
So we can start in a hotel room not far from there for you guys to make your plan.
I think as our little team is gathering, Jack wants to start by having some mood music. So, and also to potentially dampen any sounds that any bugs might be listening in on. So Eject play some nice calming Enya, because that CD got stuck and never came out.
Excellent. So yes, to the tune of Enya. Now, the deck jockey, Eject, is the one that could be gathering electronic surveillance from this place. Kit, you could send your drone for physical surveillance. And the street Sam, well, you can always walk in the front door. You do appear to be a relatively normal human being.
Yeah, I don't need the tricks and traps to enter a public building.
Yeah, the question is, do we know? Is the laboratory underground? Is it underground? Is it in the flying construction somewhere up in the air?
No, it is underground. The some of the AI research, it's, we want to make sure you're isolated from electromagnetic interference. So there are, significant amounts of shielding and things like that. You don't want to have noise interfering with the experiments. I already said that. But yes, it is a few stories underground. I'll say 4 stories underground, and a big old concrete bunker.
I think for a flavor, we see a kid standing by the window. He takes an old coin, inserts it in, and pushes the button combination, and the inside container turns into spy gear, and binoculars came out, and he grabs them with a hand and attaches them to his eyes, and just increases the zoom, and I see where the building is.
Nice.
Love it. Eject is scanning the network for potential layouts, potential security code for prisoners or people that might have high security around them. It's just doing some general background monitoring of their communication systems as well. Well, feeling relaxed.
What are you? So you're trying to look for somebody with a high level of clearance?
No, actually, it's more about looking for someone that has high level security around them. So looking for someone that could be a prisoner.
Okay. Sure. Give me a machine roll for that. So you're an expert in this sort of thing, so you will get 2 dice. I don't necessarily know that anyone would be able to help you with this. So yeah, 2 dice, and let me know what happens.
8.
No. Do you have any that are below 4?
Oh, okay. 2 is below. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, I got a 2.
Okay. So when you get 1 that's below, that is, when you get 1 that's in the target band, you just barely succeed, and there is other problems. 2 means it works flawlessly, and 3 means overwhelming success. If you get exactly your numbers, if you in your case roll a 4, if Kit rolls a 5, if Elijah rolls a 2, then you trigger this hardwired thing where you can ask the GM some questions about what's going on, sort of like meta knowledge level. So you do see someone that has a lot of security around them, but this is not a prisoner. This is a VIP. This is the Dean of AI Research from Carnegie Mellon. So this is not someone...
A competing researcher.
Mm-hmm. But what's he doing out here all the way from Pittsburgh? Who knows? It's all the way across the country, which... for scale, all the way across the continent from Vegas. So yes, you do find someone with a lot of security around them, but they are a VIP who would be easily missed or easily detected if somebody messes with them.
Yeah, that's a bit sus.
It's a bit what?
A bit sus, a bit suspect, a bit unusual.
It is. Maybe they're, yes, you can try to discern why this VIP is hanging out in Vegas in this weird research lab instead of in the beautiful Three Rivers area.
Maybe I could hack into some sort of email system and see if there's a trail of conversation about him coming out here.
Alrighty then. Now, does anybody else want to do anything during this sort of planning phase? I don't want to have eject, dominating the screen time.
Yes, Kit would definitely like to do something, but before he dispatches his drone, Kit approaches Elijah, who's probably chilling on the couch, and says, Elijah, my data indicates that around this time every day you ask me for your usual green tea. Would you like it now?
That's my man. Yeah. Sativa this time, though. I want to be focused.
Of course, and just like the inside container turns again, and like a bunch of like various flavors of green tea, and inserts like a coin, presses the combination, like here's your green tea.
I tip you with a bunch of coins. I'm not sure. I'm not determined if you like inserting coins or if it's functional for you, but I just hand you a bunch of quarters.
Yeah.
Commemorating our 70 states.
Nice.
Yeah, we got the Saskatchewan quarter. All right, I'm gonna look up my email list and see if anyone I know here is just a janitor or working in here. Check out Craigslist. He was bitching about the arcology. Just go online a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's the chimney sweep union has become really important because they somehow managed to all the air handling systems apparently count as chimneys in some sort of fashion, and so they're pretty powerful here, and they are on strike right now.
Yeah, power to the people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if we can't. What do you think, CopyBot? What do you think about all these labor relations? How we could use them to our purpose?
This human interaction is very mysterious to me. Why are they on strike?
Oh yeah, you not concept being paid for the labor. I look over at the other machine and I just finished my tea before I respond. I remember when I used to run with actual people, but now it's just like Skype meetings and DSA barbecues and shit like that, and it's a lot different than how I'm used to running, certainly.
All right.
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and find some really good Angela Davis speeches. See if I can't get the robot to just eject to play them, over the crowd and just get people really fired up, so that security is going to be busy with the protesters instead of watching the entrances.
All right.
Eject loves this idea.
All right. So yeah, I think we can get eject to do the role, and it sounds like since this is your plan, Elijah, I'll consider you as helping. I'm not going to do the whole you have to roll to help thing. That just slows the game down. So you can get 3 dice to roll.
I think I'm rolling it because I'm trying to use passion here. She's just the projecting device. No offense, but I'm using you as a machine.
Oh.
Ouch.
I mean, I didn't ask him to make coffee for me. He likes it. There are complications of chicanery in my labor theorems. Anyway, I got 2 successes. If I roll 2 dice, I can roll another one if I get help.
I think can I help, because I feel
okay.
Yeah, you're involved in it, so yeah.
Okay, 2 successes. Yeah. You do it well. Good job.
Yep. So yeah, the protest is going on. Some of it is there, like in front of the fountain, the one of the giant fountains that are in Vegas. And some people are there physically. Some people are there, like they have like holographic stand-ins.
Or DDoS in the website.
And the fountains do all sorts of things, like they play music at certain times to go with the water and everything like that.
Now it's just time to go with when Angela Davis says something about capitalism.
So what did you want the soundtrack to be? Like is it Angela Davis?
Yeah, just some of her speeches and probably mix in some say it loud, Godfather. I don't listen to a lot of classical music, but I think this is the vibe we're going for.
Yeah, so that definitely gets a lot of attention over there, like 2 blocks away from you, and draws some of the attention away from the the what's going on there. The VIP sort of steps out onto the street, the security around them, and somebody runs and hands him a coffee. He just sort of makes this scrunched up face, like, what the hell is that?
Man, there goes your man.
Yeah. So security and a lot of the wandering eyes on the street are paying attention to this protest now that will likely be getting out of hand soon, or at least will become much, much bigger, and possibly having counter protesters and things and all that jazz. So what now? A lot of the eyes are off of the facility except for the VIP and his security detail.
Kit has an idea. I imagine this is one of our usual entry points, maybe. So Kit usually pretends to be like the new vending machine being sent to work at this place. So to prepare for his infiltration, we see a big pile of his back detaches, and suddenly we see that it's a drone with 4 rotors, and it just leaves the hotel room, flies, and will scout us, and will probably literally take some time to scout around the facility, searching for when they are refilling with vending machines, and when at which time they are delivering new one, so he can see what company is working there, and he can use this information to pretend to be the new replacement machine.
All right.
And that will be his infiltration point, so he can then let the rest of the team in. I imagine, unless someone else has some better idea.
You're doing this via schedules and all those sorts of things like that, so that does sound like a machine roll. This is something that it makes sense that you've done before, infiltrating as well yourself. So you have 2 dice there. Somebody can think of a creative way to help, sure, but otherwise you just roll the 2 dice. Tell me what you
got. And I have to roll under 5, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
5 or under.
So 1 success.
No.
5 or under, not.
And did you get any 5s? That's actually under.
No. 1 and 6.
Okay. When you hit your number, something else happens.
Yeah, I've unfortunately 1 and 6.
All right. So you do have gather this information. The sort of the maintenance schedules for the vending machines and stuff like that is all pretty common knowledge. The problem is that the vending machine for the most common break room is another autonomous model.
Is it your ex?
We
do
don't
have working relationships like that, or do you interface seamlessly?
Elijah, we don't have this sort of relationships as you meatbags have.
I was asking out of character. That's why I didn't do the voice.
Oh. No, you got to indicate somehow that you're out of character.
Yeah. How do robots have what's the dynamic between different robots who don't work at the same place?
I think really similar to humans. I will be pretending that I will be taking his spot. He can reject it, that I'm still functional, and we'll get into some disagreement. I suppose similar to humans. We are all AIs.
I mean, you're basically at this point. You're like street vendors almost, and somebody else is wheeling their cart into your territory.
Yeah,
it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly.
I replaced some staff this week, and that's exactly what happened in my company. So.
Do you think Kit might have some wares that this standard machine would not? Oh yeah, the company wants this new line of AKs handy in the office. You've got the old models.
Uh,
I don't think they sell guns at workplaces.
Kit looks at you and like spins his inside container a couple of times, and then we see like a set of lingerie, and some sex toys. Like I had this unique item set. I'm not sure if they need it at the office.
Maybe that's for the high level staff. Maybe that could be your line.
Jeez.
I'm glad I'm not there. I would not want to drink tea from this robot that also has dildos in it.
They're not used dildos.
No, I just think, you know, sanitize. Someone's using one of Clorox or something near the liquids.
Yeah, that's fair. So yes, are you going to go with that plan then to muscle out the other vending machine, or?
Yeah, I imagine like because I imagine that the machine is inside, so I'll have to like first trick the janitor to let me inside, and then maybe deal with the other machine, or maybe not, because I imagine that I will go and we'll do like what was like Mission Impossible style. So they will go to like some ventilation shaft. I will go to the maintenance room, open the ventilation shaft, and they are going to like very inconspicuously lower themselves on some cable. So like this Mission Impossible style. That was my.
You have to be an elevator shaft. You have to be an elevator shaft. You're way too big to fit through a ventilation system.
Me, yes.
Yeah, the U.S. passed the Confederated States passed the air pipe vent like 30 years ago. Can't be bigger than like a child. No air vents that can support human weight. That's after reporters snuck into the West Wing and recorded secret meetings with Nixon.
Well,
you really don't skip a beat, do you? All right.
Read the papers. That's fucking Spark papers. Those guys are not real socialists, just for the record.
He says, well, it worked last place we were infiltrating. Maybe we can at least get eject through the ventilation shaft, and you will have to, I don't know.
True. Eject would fit. But, the other problem with the ventilation system is all of the chimney sweeps are on strike right now. So who knows what you're going to find in there. You can find like a rat, a dead body, like freaking anything.
And how will that affect our lives? Like it's like
that's fair.
Yeah, another rotting meat bag.
All right, so you're gonna try to get eject inside the place to let you in?
No, the idea is I will like try to infiltrate the location, pretending to be the new vending machine. I will go to some maintenance area, open the ventilation shaft inside, and then eject can come in. And for Elijah,
who knows? You can walk in the front door because he's a meat person.
I can just come in. I mean, I can get like a thrift store tuxedo. I'm sure there are a lot of like, those huge clothing stores where they're just like, shit, we got all of this. If you find something you like, you can wear it.
Yeah, there's like an H&M and M&M. So. Thanks. Yeah. So yes. So.
Can I send a message on the internal server to whatever like janitor might be, like in this part of the building where Kit is trying to infiltrate, and let in like just a internal memo, new vending machine to be installed in section 2A3.
Yeah, sure. I will ask for a roll for that, and that I want it to be rock, to make it seem like it's not a message from a robot. Sorry.
Okay, so a 4 or a 5 I need for this one then. So above.
You need a 5 or you need a 5 or a 6.
Okay.
I
got a 3.
Yeah. They sent the email. Who knows if it got read? It probably got sent to the spam folder.
Yeah.
So, Kit, go into so yes, let's go to you getting in and talking to the other vending machine that's already there.
Okay, I'm just thinking, is it really necessary for me to talk to the other vending machine? Because I imagine it might be more difficult to persuade the janitor that I'm to replace the other machine. My plan doesn't really include dealing with the other machine. Because once I get inside the building, I can like pretend to be moving to
You're not even gonna get near there.
the cafeteria, and then but instead I will go to the maintenance shaft and open the hatch. I'm up. Just frame the scene.
Okay.
Frame the scene, and I will play along. Whatever you like.
All right. Yeah. All right. So then you're able. You get up to the building, and the security system goes. Credentials not accepted.
And we can see like Kit like bending over to talk to this intercom. My credentials are proper. I am to replace the old Coca-Cola vending machine with this newer model. The documents were sent. I am to be positioned in area A321 as Eject sent this email.
Security was not notified of this. I'm sorry, but you will not be allowed entry until security is forwarded the information. Look, buddy, I can't let you in. They'll install me on a freaking doggy door or something. All right.
I think like Kit replies. The reaction of the higher management is irrelevant at this point. What's relevant is that we can keep the schedule of delivering the items to the employees of this facility. The logistics.
I understand that is. I understand that is your priority, but my priorities are in conflict. And, well, me being in the facility. Again, sorry, bud. They'll install me on a doggy door, or they'll install me in like an autohime in a bathroom.
Yeah. So I think
yes,
like
how are you're gonna have to get like the Decker or someone like that to crowbar some credentials in.
Yeah, I think like the suddenly tone of Kit's speech changes and says, "Oh, come on, buddy. You know, I can give you some extra tickets for free green tea or some special items I have in one of my compartments. Can we have like a cooperation over here?"
Are you mad? I don't have hands. I don't have a mouth. I don't have any of those things.
Excuse me, I'm talking to the vending machine. I thought I was talking to the janitor or something.
No, you're talking to the security system.
Oh, I thought I was talking.
It's not opening the door for you.
Rewind.
No, talking to the security system. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Do we have some sort of comm system?
Let's go somewhere else. We haven't.
Yeah. You guys can talk to each other
in a while.
Yeah.
You guys can talk to each other. It's fine. Yes, we can. You guys see this is going on. That poor Kit is trying to smooth talk his way past the security system.
I get so
it is not working.
So I think it will look like that. I imagine they have like a some kind of reader for a card, identification card, and Kit will say, "Eject, get ready to hack it," and then like let me try to reinstall my. Let me try to identify myself again, and I like unplug the card, and I like take out the other card, the one that is like hot link to eject, so it can hack properly,
yep.
and then I'm just like ejecting this card to be like conduit, and I'm just like eject, do your magic, and we need entrance.
All right, eject. Roll it.
So
You've got a pretty powerful system hooked up to this little device. So
eject is going through the different vending machines within the system, like on the screen inside eject's AI. You can see all these like ID cards with like the mugshot of like unit 123, you know, Coca-Cola, and eject like puts a stamp on the Coca-Cola machine saying that it's faulty, and then like uses like inserts a new like ID card for Kit to be replaced. Let's see how that goes.
all right, roll it. So that's 2 dice, and you're looking to get machine. So
I got a 4. Oh my god, 2 4s.
Okay, so
Bam.
we are hardwired. So you get special insight into what's going on. You get to ask questions, and the GM will answer honestly. So you can ask, there's a list of questions there, lots of like discern reality sort of things. Or you can ask a question of your own creations. Yeah, like, what are they really feeling? Who's behind this? How can I get them to fill in the blank? What should I be on the lookout for? What's the best way to fill in the blank? And what's really going on here?
Does it really? Does it also count as a success or not?
No, it does not. It is tangential to success.
Okay.
But you can you can change your action afterwards.
Okay. How can I get the system to validate Kit's entry?
Well, there's basically 2 ways. One, you can brute force, just pipe like garbage in until it accepts it, or you can try to find something that this AI wants and bribe it. But it's it doesn't have a body or anything like that, so who knows what it wants? More server runtime? The pen pal? Who knows?
And so I get another question.
Yeah, you can ask. I do it. Every time you get the hardwire, you get to ask a question. So yeah, you get to ask another question.
And what should I be on the lookout for?
What you should be on the lookout for is VIP. There's something fishy about him. His credentials don't look quite right.
Okay.
Like when you're poking around the system and things like that, the access record for him and his security staff looks kind of like it was wedged in there. And that's part of the reason why this AI is on alert, and why your attempt to insert a bogus record failed. So do you want to go a different route?
I like the idea of trying to find what this AI needs and what we could potentially bribe it with.
All right. Bribing the AI.
So it sounds like the AI is really, not really concerned about being put on a less cushy job, and has some sort of.
It seems like it only cares about its job because it doesn't want to get put on something that's disgusting or extremely boring.
I think we might try and convince the AI that we can get it a better position. Like, no, you won't be working on the doggy door section. We can get you on the elevator to the penthouse suite the biggest rolling casino in Vegas. Don't worry about it. Is that too big a claim?
All right. You're sort of talking through Kit. Kit, do you think of anything you can do to help, or Elijah, anything that you can think to help to sort of sell this?
I'm trying to think to sell this idea.
Because Jack's gonna have to roll rock.
And I got a 4.
She's good at it. Trying to think, do I have anything in fiction that would help me do this?
I'm just gonna root you on, I guess.
Yeah.
You got this.
All right. So this is a very edge case thing. You only get 1 die.
Yeah.
This sort of like bribing thing is not really in your repertoire.
No, but I'm hoping that my ability to hack in and actually offer up the goods is more of what it's going to take.
All right.
I meant no, fail.
What'd you roll? Like a 1?
3. No, it's not that bad.
The AI just goes, you're clearly not in the position to offer me anything. Just go away. Like, I haven't called the people with guns because, you seem pretty harmless, but just get out of here, all right? Jeez. You're making my nice, dull day very unnecessarily interesting, and it's already difficult enough with that damned VIP trompsing around here. Go. Get out of here. Get. Scram.
Yeah, Kid unplugs his card, hides it in some pocket that opens on his sides, and just walks away. And communicates to Elijah. Elijah, you up but the security system isn't in good mood for talking.
So there is a problem.
This guy. I got this. Damn.
All right. There is a problem though, which we will get to in just a minute. So Elijah, are you just gonna walk in the front door?
No, I'm wearing a suit. I'm gonna ask for a job interview because, they don't have operators. All the people who work there are in front. So I'm wearing
it's true.
a dime store suit and tie. I took my pick out of my afro, except for the professional appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I just put it in the back because I don't want to lose it. But yeah, I'm gonna go find whoever looks like they're in charge here and just tell them, give them the sad scab story.
All right. So, yeah, to schmooze your way in, you are dressed for the part. You've been preparing for this. So, yeah, 2 dice.
I caused I think 3 dice because I definitely prepared, and I caused the labor strike, which caused this. So I'm an expert in scabs.
Oh yeah, sure. 3 works.
1 6, a 1, and a 4. So 2 successes.
Oh right. The
gotta feed my family.
What's that?
I just gotta feed my family. Such. Can you put some grief on the fella? You can pay me in cash. I don't care. I just gotta get this rent done. You know how it is.
Oh, I know exactly how it is. The receptionist says, and it's. Let's just get you in to see the manager. Let's just get the forms filled out. We have a biomass in part of the ventilation system we had to route around, and it is just, oh dear God, we will, we'll bring you on as a contractor. That way it doesn't look like
Don't
you're
worry. I used
not
to
gonna
work
turn
retail.
labor
I
record.
can handle it. Used to work at a big box store, so handle worse.
Oh. Yeah, probably the quickest way is to just, she says, 3 doors down and go in there, and the contractor stuff it's real quick.
Nice.
So yeah, it works very smoothly. So yes, you will, in something like half an hour time, that world's time, have temporary credentials and all that sort of stuff, access to most of the guts of the building.
I'm going to bring my companions in a covered trash can.
Yes.
A really big trash can.
Kit, you are, you're turning the corner down the alleyway and everything like that, and there's a lorry blocking the way. Little like panel truck.
Mm-hmm.
And the back gate of it opens, and another vending machine steps out and goes, "You messed with the wrong brand."
So I imagine that
Give me all your wares. What's that?
I imagine that the other vending machine is standing like a few meters away from me, maybe, and
Yep.
I'm just like, come on, you wanna fight? I'm unarmed, and you?
It sort of like pops out these Wolverine claws, except there's only 2 of them, and there's this big old like electrical arc that travels between the 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. And I like say, well, I'm sorry, my friend, but you just brought a knife to a gunfight. And like immediately, like 2 holsters open, and like cowboys are like.
All right. All right. It's just the way you described it, though. It's so cowboy, which means I want you to roll rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so passionate.
Sorry. But it looks like you're prepared for this.
If you had loaded it out and then said your probability of success is 8.3% and falling, that would have been logic. But getting emotional, unit.
Yeah. So 2 dice.
Yeah, 2 dice, and you're trying to get a 6 on either one.
Nope.
All right. It just sort of stands there and takes the shots, just bam, 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 and then you run out of ammo. And the vending machine looks down at itself, looks up at you, and goes, "Are you that unaware of your own anatomy?" Walks up to you and just puts one of the talons into the coin slot and the other one into the button panel, and everything goes dark.
Oh.
I heard a
You're
lot of
knocked out.
gunfire on the audio. Is that you, Reboot?
Yeah, Kit's signal with the team has a massive burst of static and then goes dark.
Oh no. I fear my really well-timed ruse has caused some trouble for our friend.
I wouldn't use that word.
Rouge.
Friend.
Oh, jeez.
I'll get your
Harsh.
ass out of it. Come on.
So you go to check on your buddy,
I'm going to go check
your
on
cohort.
I still put my kafaya on over my janitor outfit, though. Got to keep it 100. Or 1,000, as we say nowadays.
Yeah, everybody talks in thousands, tens of percents instead of,
Metric, no. There's a lot of metric. It took a long time, but we're finally metric, baby.
That is the most unrealistic part of this whole game.
whole point of cyberpunk was pure Japanization.
Yeah. So yeah, Eject, are you gonna go out and check on Kit as well, or is it just Elisha?
Look, I think I'm still in the hotel.
As long as you want, as long as you keep under the bags.
Sorry?
I can keep you around hidden in my janitor card, as long as you just keep quiet under there.
Yeah, okay. So like my little ostrich legs are folded up, and like I've gone on to standby. Like I'm still worrying away inside, but just like all the lights are off.
The little fully retro LED panel says STBY.
Goodbye.
And yes, you find Kit on his back, front panel smashed open.
Oh, nice.
All the stuff is gone.
Oh, never mind.
What's that?
I was gonna grab a candy bar. That looks like
all the stuff is gone. All the green tea is gone. All the sex toys are gone. All the guns are gone. And there's broken like bulletproof glass everywhere because of course high-tech, highly secure vending machine would have bulletproof glass. And it's about this time that Kit like boots up with a jolt and plays an ad.
I was waiting for that.
I would like a frosty beverage.
And like with this delayed action after the ad ends, like all of this military grade security system opens up, ejects, and like aims at at Elijah.
Stand down. It's not worth it for you.
Kid just looks around. Oh,
you're getting like all the wonderful messages. Perimeter breach, perimeter breach, perimeter breach. You're just flooded with error logs, Kit.
And also stock depleted, stock depleted, stock depleted.
It seems my stock is depleted. I should find a refill soon.
You got jumped?
I think I did.
You didn't start it this time?
I think you can see the two empty guns in the hands, and I said, "Of course I didn't."
No.
Nobody don't respect the black man. All right, get your ass up. Fucking 27.
It's a lot lighter now that he's not carrying 60 kilos worth of equipment.
Yeah, he's a lot lighter. Do you have hands? How can I give you? If I give you the bullets from my gun, would you be good?
I will restock at the vending machine inside. No worries.
That sounds like at best like robbery, and man, that's very ethical. There's a lot.
That's called brand war.
No, it's like you're a zombie or some shit. All right, whatever.
All right, so you're able to get inside.
I lean into the trash bag and I just say, "What do you think, Eject?" Is that like
Eject is like powering on slowly. Hello.
Awesome, I love it.
And I think Eject like automatically starts playing Enya because that was the last thing on rotation, and quickly has to pause that and go, okay, Kit.
Eject.
Sail away, sail away.
All right, that's it.
How are you doing, Eject?
You and getting some buckets in there with some, 52 chambers or 36 chamber stuff. So I can't take this.
All right, let's.
Even if it's like RZA rapping, that'd be much better than this.
Okay, how are we going to get into this building now? Like, are you going to wheel us in? Because I'm so shocked that my hacking skills and bribery did not work. I'm just absolutely floored. I thought it was seamless.
Your disc door is using 3 springs instead of 4. I think disappointment is
Eject. I think we should spend the income from this operation to increase our RAM capacity, because it seems we are falling behind from the newer models.
Yeah,
that disappoints me.
All right, so yes, the Elijah the janitor has access that gets you most of the building. It gets you up to the security. The security perimeter for the Carnegie Mellon lab. How are you going to breach that last jump? Their security system is not linked into the rest of the building or anything like that. It's its own special thing.
Is there what's the physical security look like?
It is it is it's a reinforced metal door, not like military grade, but pretty heavy, and it has a small window with like chicken wire in it. So even if you tried to break it and like get through to the handle, you'd need like some sort of weird snaky arm to unlock the door, or some sort of bizarre, freakishly long chicken leg.
Yep. I turn Eject upside down so she can hack the door.
And Eject's legs are just flailing wildly. Like,
I got the leg. This is on you. I'll give you an extra die.
Oh, yep. Is this gonna be machine or rock? Because okay.
Yeah, this will be machine.
Okay.
I'm not.
You're not even gonna try rock again.
Oh, 6 and a 3. So 1 success, 1 fail.
1 success. Well, it's not a matter of success and fail. It's how many successes. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're able to do the cyberspace equivalent of like jimming the door and unlocking it. And the door sort of swings open, but you, Kit, since you have your military-grade protection systems, you notice the silent alarm go off.
Well done, Eject.
We
have exactly 3 minutes before a highly armed special ops team will arrive on the site. I suggest we speed things up. It's already only 2:57.
Yep. All right, let's go. Can we jam the door closed again behind us, or how do we know that we'll be able to escape this way?
Since that was a door that was breached and triggered the alarm, almost certainly you're not going to be able to go out that way. You'll need to go out a different way.
Well, we're going out through the flues. That's just basic.
Yeah, that'll be fine. There's a big old air handler down here that even a bulky thing like Kit can get pneumaticed up.
All right. Is there any janitorial closet? I mean, I would probably restore him from the janitor's closet or something, just so there's some stuff in there.
Yeah. So here's the thing. There's local security you have to deal with, and you hear a distorted laugh.
Nice.
Welcome.
AI?
What's that?
You that batshit AI we people been talking about and such?
I resemble that remark. Come, join my spidery legions. Robot spiders, kill them! And like these little robot spiders come towards you. They got like honestly pretty weak laser guns, but they still smart pretty bad.
All right, now that you're playing, okay, so now that you're playing some actual music with a beat to it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna charge into action, you know? This is my part of the team, you know? Protecting.
Yep, just running, waving your katana.
And taking all the money that can't be expensed to repairs. I got the gun and the katana going at the same time.
All right. This is your jam, so roll 3 dice. And if anyone's providing cover fire or something like that, we'll add a die.
I'm not even but I got a 5 and 2 ones, so that's 1 success.
Can I do a help? Because I have a nice idea.
It can help from both, I guess.
I think it only counts for once.
Once is fine.
But yeah, whichever one of you is sending in bullets. This is.
It's not bullets exactly because I'm empty, but I think this is also kind of my jam. I just like scan the room and copy their IFF friendly or foe system, and I make our cell phones emit the same IFF signal as them, so that they are like super confused who is actually who.
Nice.
Okay.
That's I'm probably getting bugged by these. You know,
yeah, actually, I want a separate roll for that. So there's that's like a different thing to try to get past these guys. So yeah, Elijah goes running into it, kicking little robots over and everything like that, causing a giant mess, a giant cacophonous mess. But he's definitely taking some hits through this. You know, his clothes are getting singed. One of his eyebrows is blasted off.
Oh,
you know,
I like that eyebrow.
There's a comical hole straight through the afro.
They're fucked. This row AI is getting fucked.
And so, Kit, you and Eject are going to try to switch the IFF to switch your guys over to their IFF.
Yeah, so we will appear as friendly models.
All right. Since you are the drone guy, I definitely say that you are an expert in this sort of thing. And Kit, you're helping with all of your hacky abilities.
You mean
Eject? Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 3 dice total for you, Kit.
I got 2 and 2 5s. So I have 2 questions and 1 success, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, that will be enough to get them to calm down, but not before eject button gets singed off.
My whole identity.
And questions, yes. Hit me with your questions.
I wasn't. What is the rogue AI next trouble prepared for us? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask this question, but
no, you
I
are.
suppose I
Perfectly
can see
allowed to
something in the
ask that.
system.
What does it have planned for you next? Basically, it plans to lead you into a trap with a monologuing villain.
Okay, so now, what is the shortest way to our scientists we are to extract from here? What is the shortest way?
Oh, there never was a scientist.
Reads like not exist. Yeah.
This was all a trap. Yes, from the get-go.
Mind blown.
So this is dawning on you right now.
Pavel. On me and 2 toasters. This is insane.
So when you're going through the IFF systems and everything like that, that's when you realize that like this lab is empty. It's just this AI and these spider pots. There's no people, there's no nothing down here. It's all a carefully set up ruse. And then the elevator behind you guys goes ding, and the security guys from earlier come out. Well, the vice president says. I was hoping that we would get to shoot Darcy ourselves, but looks like his hooligans will have to do.
I don't know no Darcy except in my favorite novel, Pride and Prejudice. Don't give me that face. Black people can like romance era literature. There's some fucked up shit. You making that face with me? Just saying.
I had to read that in preparatory school.
They call it a classic for a reason.
Eject is.
Eject's CD player starts skipping, like rotating to a new disc, and Rage Against the Machine's Bulls on Parade starts playing, and the tape deck opens, and two automatic guns, pistols.
You've been waiting to do this all session, haven't you?
Oh yeah, no. When I was like, I thought of Enya first, and then I was like, okay, what else would be in the CD player? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, from that era, that is so perfect. You know, I'm just gonna say it. You know, you're able to knock out some of the security guys. Some of them are wearing pretty heavy body armor, but some of them aren't. So some of them are definitely dead now. The other ones are just, well, extremely stunned and probably have broken ribs. One of the other guys like whips out a riot shield sort of thing and starts moving forward towards towards Elijah. The bullets go ricocheting off of that, and you know, making big old dusty explosions in the concrete nearby. So yeah, Elijah, you've got this guy with a big old beat shield
Good luck
coming down on you.
Katana, my man.
All right. Yeah.
I grab my katana, the Spirit of Adwa, and I just I'm gonna try and jump off a wall and try and hit him with a reverse strike. You know, step over, jump off, eject. After, you know, between bursts of fire, because I know it's time to the music.
Yeah, when you do that, like one of the shots goes like
reverse
one of the guys in the leg. Oh, what the hell? Says and drops.
That's a 6 and a 2, which I'm gonna re-roll. It's another 6. So
sweet. And you'll get to ask a question after this. So you said you did the reverse.
I did the reverse.
Exactly the right move, because this guy is actually a bot.
Mm-hmm.
It is like a big walking bulletproof refrigerator with lots and lots of pain stuff that it can do. It looked fairly humanoid, like underneath the tax suit, the tax suit underneath it. But he just like strike it across the back, and it just goes completely stiff.
I pull the blade out, it falls forward, and I just look at the rest of the guys and say, "Cops aren't workers. You represent the interest of the elite class, and if you don't leave now, you're going to be like this guy." That's the last warning.
Daisy, Daisy.
They're all
clunk, slide.
That's the rest of the security guards who haven't been shot yet.
Yeah, those guys are getting back into the elevator, and the VIP goes, "You know what? Fine. We're still never leaving here alive." He doesn't like duck spawn cover.
Get him, Kit.
The elevator door starts closing slowly, like it does.
Hey,
the
Kit,
door hasn't closed yet.
Where he puts a quarter in and on a string, and then he takes it out.
Is it possible to do something before the elevator closes? So all this time,
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah. The elevator is closing, and yeah, if that closes, you guys will be trapped down there.
Cool. So all this time, nobody took notice of little rotor drone from Kit that attached itself to a giant like loading bot that was disabled somewhere in the corner. And right now, the drone and Kit has hacked this loader bot, and this loader bot just approaches the elevator from the sides, and that's puts this like two things that you lift the stuff on. I don't know how do you call it, like
like a forklift.
Yeah, and then just pierces the wall to the elevator and holds it in place, and begins to like tear it off from the wall.
Awesome. So basically, you have like an Amazon warehouse drone on steroids that you've taken control of. I'm not going to make you roll for that. That is just too fucking cool. And yeah, it just pierces the elevator door and moves it over. And then the elevator tries to go up, and it goes ding. Obstruction detected. Ding. Obstruction detected. Ding. And the VIP is like, shit. So what do you guys do now?
Okay, so I have my protector, right? I'm walking down to Elijah. I'm like, it's old boy style. I got my katana kind of low on the camera. Got my gun in the other hand. I just snap 2 fingers and project it on the wall behind the guy. It just says, "Who the fuck is Darcy?" And then when he looks at me, I just point back at the side. Project like, "Who the fuck is Darcy?"
Darcy was your boss, but not that you care apparently.
No, I didn't. I missed that during the opening sentence. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's even better. I love it that your character doesn't know. What's that?
I thought you said
no. Mr. Johnson's is your client. Darcy is your leader who is shot down with a techno virus. Oh. But I love it that your character doesn't care who the leader of the group is.
Character. Me, and I have 2 robot sidekicks.
You're right, exactly.
You're really gonna have a group where it's a direct democracy, where like, okay, the black guy gets 1 vote and the robots each get 1 vote. Like what? Like I'm getting impressed by like silicon and tungsten now. Jesus.
So yes, you guys gotta get in there and mix it up in the elevator.
3.5 compatible. Okay. Yeah. Oh.
So you guys gonna get in the elevator and mix it up, or you're just gonna get in there and be like.
Oh, that Darcy? Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah. Me and Darcy aren't tight right now. In fact, I don't know what gender I've assigned in my mind to Darcy.
That's understandable. The VIP is like set the gun down. The other security guys are like huddled around him, like their backs to you, so that you can't so that their bodies are blocking him. And
well, you created a crazy guy to laugh at us.
I resemble that remark.
Yeah, wrote like 10 lines of Python for this dude. Put down a voice reject. Play what I'm thinking right now.
What do you want to hear?
Track 12, babe. No, I wanted you to do it. I'm making Ellen come up with it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh God, you put me on the spot. All I can think about is RoboCop at the moment. Like maybe some really awesome, intense synthesizer, like beats coming across, and a little bit psychedelic at the same time. And also, Eject has the light show going on the little LCD display, like how you can set the patterns and the equalizer
and things like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and Eject also walks over with its chicken legs and Eject would like to try and grab one of the security guards with one of its chicken legs to like pick him up and like drop him aside.
Yeah, you do that, and your battery like surges down 15%.
Anyway,
The security guard raises the hands. I'm not getting paid enough to die.
bam! Now he understands the struggle of the worker. Yeah, I think what you're gonna do, Mr. VIP, is shut off that damn Spencer's gift-ass robot. I don't know what that's about. And you pay all those people outside the money that's worth to clear out whatever weird stuff you have in the vents. Use that university money or whatever.
Fine, he says. Well, worker, can you remove the pallet jack from the door so we can just leave this stupid place? He says.
I want this in writing. Come on, man. I'm not gonna be like take you at the word and then like you get like into your giant mech suit or something. I've only been fooled by that twice in 20 missions, so
he pulls out like a credit chip sort of thing and slides him, and
I reach out into my afro for a pencil, you know.
I don't have paper, he says.
That's fine.
This is a certified. This contains the agreement as you stated.
Oh, and dental.
And Kit says, hold your horses.
Dental fucking now, jeez.
Hold your horses. There has to be one more amendment. You're going to fire all of the Coca-Cola vendor machines, and you're going to hire some of the old, named old vending machines. That's the brand. And you're going to hire old vending machines. ALDE.
Yeah, ALDE, the old machines.
I didn't say the letter O 4 times in a row and I said the letter A, didn't I? This is why I need to break between games.
There, he says.
All right, and since I technically did sign up with you guys with my real name, it needs to be employee benefits.
You've got to be kidding me, he says.
It works. Well, it's just my real name. I don't have a code name.
You crazy motherfucker, he says.
Spirit of Otwa be with you.
You guys get the injured hauled into the elevator.
I give him some informational literature. And then I want to, refresh or eject. We need to find some music to pump up the crowd and tell them that their struggle was effective.
Yeah, Eject spins across to the Evita soundtrack.
Nice. I do want to say this. Your tech projector, by the way, the "Who the fuck is Darcy" is sort of like vaguely burned into the elevator, like a screen that's like an old CRT screen that's been left on for too long.
I turn that off and be like, maybe they'll think it's a different Darcy.
You three are too good for that guy. The VIP says.
So he's
look me up sometime.
Yeah, you want a private chief of security?
Maybe.
I literally work for you, so we're good.
The elevator door, like you get up to the ground level, the elevator door opens and like stops because it.
I'd make it so
like
it doesn't
punctured.
I let them exit if my pals are fine with it.
Yeah, you guys cool with letting them go?
Yeah.
Like they go limping out.
All right, so last thing for us to do is have Kit address his fellow robot workers that he's just stood for. The production has seized the means of production.
There's a strange man, Adam.
Well, I'm an ahistorical collectivist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that since we have disagreement. I think that the last scene before leaving this facility is we see Kit actually approaches the local vending machine and says, "You are fired. Give me all of your goods and leave this facility. Now this is my facility."
Remember, he gets severance.
Oh.
Wow, we literally installed ourselves in power.
And that's the game!
Bye. Thanks for watching.
We win.
I'm refilling my water bottle.
That was as ridiculous as Lasers and Feelings. Oh, mission accomplished.
Yeah, that was totally ridiculous. Totally
I'm glad
fun.
I didn't make a robot. I felt that having a human there as relief.
Yeah, it's good to have, you know, representation. Like you can't have everybody always play robots. Oh, by the way, the thing I wrote, I wanted to reveal it. You know,
It's a trap.
I remember someone did a poem. We had this big slam competition at the Cantab, which was Star Wars versus Star Trek. And someone had a perspective poem from Admiral Akbar. Like, I'm a decorated general who's been spending 40 years organizing a rebellion. But of course, all people remember is the one time I was surprised.
Yep.
Nice to play with you again, River. Glad I could fill the third spot. But, oh man, I don't want to talk until 5 p.m. Monster Heart's not a word.
Yep. All right, everybody, rest up. I'm gonna pop into one of the pubs in a few minutes, and we can like do our debrief and all that jazz. All right.
Bye.
Awesome.
And
Thank you.
recording.